Well, this winter we've definitely gotten a lot of snow and a lot of cold weather. Staying warm is a priority, but there are some simple steps you can take to save money, stay safe, and make sure you are getting the most out of your heating system. Matt Cota is the Executive Director of the Vermont Fuel Dealers Association, and he has some tips for homeowners. Hi, Matt.
Hi, how are you, Kristen?
Well, I'm doing great. Again, this is something that's on everyone's mind right now. You actually sent out a list that sort of said, here's some things people really should look out for, and number one was to keep your vents clear. And this is a safety issue, really.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, with all the snow on the roofs, everyone's taking it off the roofs. The snow plows, we're getting huge snow banks. It's really important that everyone keeps their sidewall heating vents clear of snow and ice. The sidewall heating vent allows your house to breathe. High efficiency heating systems, that's where the air goes in and out. And if it's plugged up, you could have your system shut down, or you could have a release of carbon monoxide, which of course is a dangerous thing to have in your home. So make sure you keep your sidewall vents free of snow and debris. And so everyone stays safe.
And you actually brought this in just to show folks. I mean, I bet you do this in your house, but it's just a little sign that says heating vent, and that's so when you're shoveling off 4 feet of snow, it doesn't get lost in the whole shuffle.
In fact, these are required by the Vermont Fire Code to be in all public buildings, but it's a good idea for all private buildings as well. Be aware, not everyone has a sidewall vent. Most of the efficient heating systems are now having sidewall vents, but if they do, it's a great way for you to get the, it's a great way to know that you have a sidewall heating vent there. And if you paid someone to come and climb your roof and shovel it out, they know that they have to make sure that that vent is clear of any snow and ice.
Well, I'm sure your members are very used to this process, having to go through 5 feet of snow. So you also say make sure those lines are clear and marked as well.
Sure.
Why is that important?
Yeah, well, that hose that you saw, when it's pressurized with gas or heating oil, that can weigh about 100 pounds. And you see the drivers out there trudging through 2.5 feet of snow. It certainly is a help, and we thank all of those homeowners out there that help clear a path for not only our drivers who are dragging the hose to the fill pipe, but marking the fill pipe, and also making sure that the roadway is clear. With all those snow banks, it's sometimes hard to maneuver those trucks in and out of there, and so when people make sure that there is a space for those trucks, when there's a path to the fill pipe and the fill pipe is clearly marked, it helps us be more efficient, and we surely appreciate it.
Does it make sure that you get your delivery? Again, we're seeing someone sort of trudge through here. Can a fuel company say, I can't park, I can't even get to your line, that's a problem, I'm not going to deliver?
That does happen. If it's a dirt road and the truck can't reach its destination, that is a concern. Most of the time, dealers will work with their consumers, call ahead, making sure they have access, but it does happen. A car parks in the way, they can't get close enough to the fill pipe, or if there's just not enough, if there's not access to the fill pipe or to the house, yeah, that's a concern.
So the next step is to have your home heating system inspected. Can that really save you money if you get it cleaned or just a few things tweaked?
Yeah, think of your heating system like an automobile. You wouldn't drive 100,000 miles in your car without getting a tune-up. Well, the same thing is true for this mechanical device in your basement that heats your home. You need to tune it up, because what happens is when we have severely cold weather, like a couple of weeks ago when it was -20 at my house, there was, when that happens, there's a lot of stress on the system, and when there's a lot of stress on the system, it can fail or it can slow down or be less efficient. Better bet to save money and to make sure your home is more efficient is have someone come in. If you sense something is wrong or you haven't had it inspected or tuned up in a while, come in during the weekday, schedule an appointment. It'll cost you less to get your system tuned up, and you'll save money in the long run because your system will be more efficient.
Does it really make a difference? Because people might be saying, okay, so I have to spend whatever it is to get the system tuned up. Is it really going to save me that money?
It's a lot cheaper than having someone come to your house at 2 a.m. on a Sunday morning because you don't have any heat at all and it's -20 out. It's a good thing to do, but it's a good thing to schedule and make it part of your winter plans.
Well, Matt, you're representing the Vermont Fuel Dealers Association. Why would your association want to help people use less fuel? It almost seems counterproductive.
The Vermont Fuel Dealers Association and its members, they don't want to sell more fuel to less people. They want to sell less fuel to more people. We're the fuel dealers that are in the neighborhoods. We are the owners who live in these communities. They want to serve their customers the best they can. And if it's making their houses more efficient, that's what they do.
All right, Matt Cota with the Vermont Fuel Dealers Association, thank you for those tips.
Thank you.